What's up? Welcome to my first weekly update video. I'm going to try to do these every week. We may push it to every 2 weeks depending on schedule and different things, but I've been neglecting this newsletter long enough, and I've been neglecting you long enough, and I wanted to bring you more into my life and my experiences as I'm writing and doing things. We just moved into a new house. I've got this new office that's nowhere near set up. I'm missing some bookshelves and some other shelves that I'm going to put back here on the wall, but you can see I've got some cool things. So number one, what have I been keeping track of or working on? So I finished my short story for the We Dare 3 anthology. The title for that is No Man's Land, and I think I was the only author that was able to write a male character, because Casey and Azel and I are writing mirrored short stories. We did one similar story together in the first We Dare anthology, and so this is kind of bringing those characters back, putting them in a new situation and just exploring them a little bit more, which I thought was a lot of fun. I finished that last week, and we just submitted it, as is our custom, to submit it the last day of the submission deadline. So I sent it off yesterday, and so did Casey, and I think those stories are really fun. I'm really excited to have people read them. A couple things that I'm working on right now. I'm working on 3 different projects, trying to find one that is really pulling me in and that I feel really passionate about. The first project is a military fantasy where it's modern day military unit. I'm going to focus on trying to use the Rangers, and you're going to have other fantasy elements with it. I described it to another author friend of mine as Tears of the Sun, which is a Bruce Willis movie from a couple of years ago where he was a Navy SEAL, even though mine are Rangers. Tears of the Sun and World of Warcraft. I think it's a very unique combination, and the story that I've developed over the last few months I think is really cool, and right now I'm focusing on putting that outline together for the first book, and then going through and then writing the rest of it. Project number 2 is a follow-on to my Terra Nova series, which I'm calling Valiant, because that's the name of the ship they're on, and it's basically Mission Impossible meets Firefly. And I know everybody uses Firefly now because it's one of those things that you want to kind of grab a hold of and market with, because Firefly was such a big hit. I mean, it could be Guardians of the Galaxy meets Mission Impossible might be a better way to describe it. We're gonna rejoin the characters, Carson and all of her team, Mac. We're going to introduce some new aliens into the series. Really kind of flesh out a lot more of this galaxy that we got a little bit of in the Terra Nova series. We're going to get a lot more in Valiant. I'm working through the story and kind of outlining it as I go. I've got about the first probably quarter of the book outlined, and working on how do I bring the first book together so it's not just a cliffhanger at the end and then we move on to book 2. I want book 1 to feel really self-contained, even though there's probably going to be 2 or 3 or 4 books in the series. Project number 3 is the second book in the Tranquility series with Devin C. Ford. I'm outlining that right now. The entire book is plotted or planned, but I'm going through and making the outline, and I'm about probably a little over halfway done on that. Hopefully I'll have that whole outline finished this week, and I'll send it off to Devin, and then we'll do some discussions, kind of nitpicking the story a little bit, and then I'll move on to outlining book 3. Kind of had a breakthrough this week where I figured out the story in a little better context, and so the major elements that were going to happen in book 3, we're pushing those into book 2, and that helps a little bit of the plot points in book 2 a little better. and also lets us do something new and exciting for book 3. So I'm really excited about that. Been doing a lot of journaling in this book here, and you saw a little bit of that in my little intro, where I'm kind of talking about my writing day, kind of discussing notes for books and goals for those specific days, and that has really helped me kind of get in the mindset for really knocking these words out this year. 2020 was really rough for the word counts for me, and so 2021 I'm really kind of wanting to hammer it home and get a lot of work done this year so that I can share it with you. I'm going to be doing some kind of impromptu video journaling on Instagram. So if you don't follow me there, it's the Josh Hayes. I think it's _Josh_Hayes. You can follow me there. I do a lot of stories, which is the kind of short clips throughout the day, talking about what I've been writing on, what I'm cooking for dinner, that kind of thing. If you want to follow me there, please do. The Josh Hayes. I've got a Twitter, but I'm not ever there. I have a Facebook page, the official Josh Hayes Fan Club. Join the group. I haven't been very active with it. The same with this newsletter, and that's something I'm going to try to fix going forward this year. I hope that this format is a little easier to digest other than just reading a newsletter. I hope that you will follow me on this journey in 2021, and we can make this year a lot better than last year. I don't know if they could get any worse, knock on wood. Thanks for following me. Thanks for reading my books. Let me know what you think about my books. Send me a message. Hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. You can leave comments in this video down below here. Anyway, if you've read one of my books, let me know what you thought about it. You don't have to leave a review. Just send me a message. Tell me you loved it. I got a message the other day from an officer that worked in my department, and he did not know that I was an author, but he found this book, Terra Nova, and he started listening to it, and he really liked it, and he sent me a message, and that made my day. So if you've liked my books, if you like reading what I write, send me a message. Let me know. Talk to me. Tell me. I'll have some more information on when We Dare is going to come out. I think it's going to be in a couple months that will release. Anyway, come back next week. We'll have a new update. Bye.